was your take when Kumerica was shortlisted in the basket of fan army of the year? What was your take?
Okay, so I was a part of the people who actually called for that. And the reason was that for the very first time, a group of individuals, not just based in Kumasi, but from all over the country, supported a movement. It was a wave that was coming. And so then there was the need to appreciate that, which for the first time had happened. And 3music Awards, to be very frank with you, it's a forward-thinking organization.
Right, that's what Muka show. So Aseda Radio, that's what the feed from Queen Sports Bar and Lunch. Bro, yeah, talk time EP, listening now. Now, of course, I'm playing host to one of the finest and most addictive voices in Ashanti region. Of course, you wake up to his voice everywhere. The only entertainment show hosts are rubbing shoulders with political shows here in Ashanti region. One of the people who inspired my journey in media and all that. Yes, say he's a father and tell, oh yeah, have you married before? I mean, just a year or two experience in marriage or my end. So I'm privileged to play host to NY DJ, of course. Now you want him now for who way?
Yes, COVID-19.
This time say woman.
At least maybe protect me on my
well, but I think you are a figure people. Oh, amazing. I mean, amazing moderation over here. I told you, sir, I mean, in this my moderation and host journey, you're one of the people I've been monitoring. So it's inspiring to see you do what you do best again. So first of all, let me confess how you've inspired my host journey so far. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm humbled. Anytime I met TVB saying, I mean, it's one of the things. When we say, okay, I don't know, it's inspiring others. So it's really humbling to me, and I'm grateful.
Thank you. I mean, let's talk about your Talk Time EP. You have witnessed 3 generations of artists from Kumasi, from the era of Ochame Kwame to Flocking Stone, and now these new guys that Energy Sahune Samri. You've played very pivotal role in the careers of all these generation of artists now. How does it make you feel witnessing this whole thing move back to the capital, come back, move back, and finally with a different form of energy in today a year witnesses?
It's good, sir. Okay, I've seen 3 generations of talent, and amazingly, Nina was great. Even though I saw Lord Kenya Mutayam and all that, but what has happened now, and even for today, because I said we inside say artists by EP listening and our album listening, and to have all the media and the people of Kumasi come out to show this mad love. It tells you that Kumasi is ready to support its very own, especially if you have amazing projects. It makes me feel good, and I'll only plead with people who say we will all come out as much as possible to support this. When this movement started, I'm not focused, so it's a fluke and but the people of Kumasi made them know that it's going to stay, and so if it's going to stay, it needs all of us to be a part of it. I'll just plead, people out there should continue to support and make sure Kumasi and our Kumerica movement, anything with its music, fashion, dance, whatever, we're able to push all of them to the top.
Now, I mean, from the artist perspective, I think they have the instrumental role of DJs in the careers of artists. Blame games not though, so artists feel DJs owe them a particular benefit, like a DB, they are obliged to play some role B, and you think what is that element artists must understand, say, career, they own it, and also the destiny changes of their career, or more attribute to blames to artists, or you think, in a way, artists could be blamed for this whole thing?
I think, sir, one of the easiest ways to run away from taking responsibility is to apportion blame. And most of the times when we say artists complain, say DJs, I feel they are just forgetting to look at what the problem is. As an artist, artist, your work is to put music together. Who put music together? It doesn't end there. People need to hear the music. Now, how are you doing that? There are distribution outlets. Of course, radio plays a major role. So how are you getting the music to the DJs? I am out for few say me releasing no internet or wherever. Yes, there are few occasions where I'm out for releasing on and because of internet to me blow. But let's not forget, ecosystem. The DJs are there, distributors are there, the artists, or be a play role. I keep saying, nobody really owes you anything unless they be any panajusika. I know, and yes, nobody owes you anything. So it's time for the artists to look out for the DJs. Talk to them. I mean, sure I said DJ Bia who are approaching and now on your okay, I'll make us humble. Fine, there's a saturation. There are so many DJs in T. You might not know where to go to. But of course, there are influential figures there. If you see them and then you speak to them well, obviously they'll promote your music. So let's not be apportioning blames. Let's find out where we can actually work together than to always be apportioning blames. Because your artists now releasing, you're not for doing so. I say, yeah. And you're nine and Antiaco DJ and our radio station. Do you get it? So they must do what they are supposed to do so that DJs also do what they are supposed to do. For me, the beat is Ashanti region, for instance. Let's not forget, it was a conscious effort. Say, we want to do this. And we did it. And that's a clear example of the fact, say put your dream to BBC, so artists should be working with DJs should be working with artists. It shouldn't be a one way somebody feels, say, you owe me any privilege. No, nobody owes anybody anything.
So let's talk about the young boy in question. Now, the entire world is focusing their lenses on this young signing star. He is a record-breaking and making artist. If I stand for correction, because for the first time, he's the first in the nation to have pulled the guitar numbers ever. I think after Nene Champo, our analog era, no, what does the future, seeing what you fitness they hold for this young guy? The body of work at Time EP, were you satisfied? What is your rating?
Honestly, I was satisfied with the EP. Typically, in Kaman for be expected the rap y'all talk, but he made people know that no, he can sing as well. And this is a new part of him, and so many people didn't know. He put it into this particular EP. Again, people felt it was going to be just drill. But so what's your Time EP now? The song, Time song on the EP now, that is more like Afro beats, and he goes in so well. I was really amazed. Young with Sean Life, it's another potential hit. Fake X is also a big song to me. So the project, honestly, I'm excited about it. One thing I'll say is that his management should stay focused, because obviously issues about people who talk and all that, but his management must stay focused to set your till now and put the projects where they are supposed to be. They are supposed to be in direct link with the fans and other people who support the movement, and make sure so they continue to project it, because the world is watching and we can't afford to see him flop. We are all a part of it, and we all owe him that thing, say, best support so that he gets to wherever he's supposed to go to.
I have engaged DJ Slim and DJ Castro in connection with arguably his biggest song on the project, which is Sorry Remix, which features the diasporan giant Stormzy. Now, people feel Kwesi Arthur's inclusion in the project was needless, and for whichever reason that media top put him on, they have reservations about it. What's your take on that?
You see, I answered this morning, now there were conversations about Jackie area remix with Omale, and people say it was not worth it because they feel say and you're not blow that and this one won't do anything. I keep saying, say, artists do remixes for strategic reasons. The reasons might not make sense to you as a listener, but to the artist and the management, it makes a lot of sense. Let's not forget the remix here. Kwesi Arthur has a whole target audience. He has a whole fandom. And for him to put him on, there was a reason. He stepped into that market as well. Stormzy has his market. For the very first time, I've seen a Ghanaian songer. Almost all the UK blogs and all the UK websites are pushing in and talking about it. And in Ghana as well, people are talking about it. Yeah, talk fans back Canada, Stormzy the Ebeka, and then you have the others also speak about it. So it's a big thing. Until let's not just sit back and think, say, it was needless, say, you put in your. The management has a reason. I'm pretty sure, say, the song is achieving the purpose in Tiomoye remix.
Why are you pitching your talk against the Asaka boys?
I'm not pitching anybody against them.
You seem to be the center of a people purport that you seem to be the center of confusion, pitching your talk against, judging from a series of posts you make. It creates a make-believe, say, you are inciting division between your talk anyway.
I would never incite anybody against anybody. I'm sure Sando Kre or why it's only important, say, I cannot Kre.
Are you part of the school of thought that believes, say, Asaka boys in any bray your talk, Lentina, Omoye de Omoye, to you, Omoye de Omoye?
Omoye de.
You have created a make-believe, say, the Asaka boys are envious of your talk suite now. That is why they are having reservation. You are part of the 3music Awards. Who a core member, they had reservations about their poor review of their works. They wanted to you had your own issues with them back and forth, but then there are certain posts that puts you in a position that amount for any engine when Asaka boys now hold on a reservation. Almost say who was center of, who was vested interest in the division of Asaka and Yautog.
What would I get from a division between Yautog and then Asaka boys?
What's your relationship between Wone and Asaka boys?
Of course, I don't know any of them personally.
You don't know Brad Bank?
The only person I know is Brad Bank, and I knew him as an individual artist. I don't know if he's a part of the Asaka boys or he's a manager or anything. The only time I had a conversation with him was when Omoka said they don't want to be a part of 3music Awards, which on a frame and I tried to explain things to them. But I think even with that, no Ankasa because his conversation was about unrated and all that, which I told them that 3music Awards doesn't do unrated, and our next rated it's talking about VGMBs. So they didn't really understand certain things, which I tried to explain to them. But unfortunately, they didn't even get back to me again. I don't know what it is. I would have any vested interest in any artist, or because at the end of the day, me, I'm on radio.
Why did you write? Why can say Yatog Yasaka for Nightmare?
Did I write Yatog Yasaka?
No, okay. You posted an interview you had with Yatog and captioned it "Their Nightmare." I missed the confusion.
I missed which confusion?
The confusion of their division, and it was very expensive, judging for the fact that you are in a position that says, "Oh, very good relationship with Yatog." That ignited a whole lot.
No, so I can't even post anything with any caption.
So that caption was not meant to incite anything.
No, because I have shared several videos with different captions. Why is it that particular one meant so much to somebody?
As Ashanti regional rep to 3music Award, why do you think you are told?
I'm not a rep to the 3music. I mean, I'm a part of the board or the academy for the Ashanti.
Right, but you were the very person who represent Ashanti region in shortlisting artists for the various categories.
I wasn't the one. The Ashanti region has.
You are head of a WhatsApp group.
No, hold on. You see, so you're having wrong conversations and all that. The Ashanti region means, the 3music Awards has an academy. It has various academies in the regions. Now, at the start of any music awards, the academy, they open up, say, Monamo Ashanti region. So let us know which artists you think are next to blow. To say they're Nigeria, one next rated. Which are the artists you think actually fit it? And that board has a number of people. You have DJ Slim, you have DJ Ruben, you have Ike Frimpong from Orange FM, you have Mr. Bones. All these people make the board for the Ashanti region. And all these people made recommendations of who they think can best represent the Ashanti region.
So why does Yatog qualify for certain categories that the others didn't qualify? Like a breakthrough art for Yatog is equally, they thought it was equally deserving. So also, if they have Condemn, which is making good waves on the digital street, and why don't the likes of J-Bad and others also qualify for the categories under which Yatog has been placed?
So I'm pretty sure from the questions you also have an interest in the Asaka boys and the.
Oh no! I have an interest because we need to clear, because people are throwing shot at you here and there. You also need to speak.
I've not heard any of them.
Oh yes, you don't hear it on the ground. So you need to speak your side, your truth, so that people get to know the rationale behind certain posts that you say caption where you can. So okay, to you, do you think say as a rep, so can look at 3music Awards, where they have been placed now, rightful place now,
Of course, you see, most of the time awards bar nominations, you go back and forth as to who qualifies to be in which category, and let's not forget, category be our definition. So if at any point in time a category be nipa 6, and then you have a tall list of people, now you start to peg all the artists and ask yourself, say, then away what overweight what category? And let's not forget, it's not just the team that sits down. There's a whole board, a big one. They put their materials together and they start pitching them to find out who has the potential, who has it over who. So then they settle on a certain list. So it's not the public open or tennis or case, maybe interest in Tiemfa way. No, you should be able to justify to a board of about 20 people. And sorry to say, if you don't want to believe, board no music in there. You can't just go and sit in front of Sandy Pat and then no, it doesn't make sense. The board also has a credibility to maintain. There's no way they'll go out there and say anything like that.
I understand. Wrapping up, what was your take when Kumerica was shortlisted in the basket of Fan Army of the Year? What was your take?
Okay, so I was a part of the people who actually called for that. And the reason was that for the very first time, a group of individuals, not just based in Kumasi, but from all over the country, supported a movement. It was a wave that was coming. And so then there was the need to appreciate that, which for the first time had happened. And 3music Awards, to be very frank with you, it's a forward-thinking organization. We think that this could actually propel other regions or other individuals to come together and push something like this. So imagine if at any point in time, you find say other group of people also come together to start supporting their own. At the end of the day, you see a whole movement coming up.
So you justify that Kumerica should be a fan army?
You see, for the very first time, that category was reviewed. The definition of that.
Did you vote in favor of Kumerica being shortlisted for fan army?
I've told you, I was one of the people who pushed for that.
How does it make you feel with the objection, the mass objection against that the Kumericans find it disrespectful? And I made a post on that, and many people registered disappointment in you for not defending that decision and then be part of that decision.
In as much as people object to it, there are others who also approve of it. And the fact is that, let's not forget, so when you try to introduce something new, it would always meet opposition. And yet, as soon as you introduce it, people buy into it.
If Kumerica had won, is it still in?
I mean, it's still in.
If Kumerica wins the Fan Army of the Year, who takes the award?
We will take it to Otuvo.
Who?
We will take it to Otuvo.
Who takes the award, and how do we dedicate the award?
I will take it and bring it to Otuvo. I will take it and bring it to Otuvo if nobody wants it.
Matthias here. Okay, so we've been speaking to NYDJ, of course, a 3music Award board member, and of course, a media mogul. Thank you for joining us on our show. Now, you're on the other side.
Very much. What's say? Oh yeah,
Manifesto. Oh, flogging. As I'm flogging PR.
Now that me will be PR.
Let me say it
O can who be no ama.
Me we say pay for say it
and I make us say o can who be no ama a PDD attorney son because they say oh say Ace of Spain.
On that note, we wrap up Aseda Radio Public Show.
Bye, Muka.